Hello guys, this is Jamie Butler 190 here, and as you can see I'm going to be sitting back, chilling and just talking about this park in which I am building on. So first of all, I'd like to get a few things out the way. I hope you're enjoying sort of some of the new content in which I am putting up on the channel lately. I think the content which I've been putting up is really cool and really sick and all and that. And I think it's been pretty hard work to try and get to where I've been at the moment, but I think I'm really happy with how all the content's been coming out lately. I've been putting a lot more work into the thumbnails, which I hope you can see, and some of them are pretty funny. Like I put up a H1Z1 thumbnail the other day in which I was holding a gun and a gun was shooting me, which I'm pretty sure most people would like to see. But yeah. So I've been putting a lot of hard work into some from the thumbnails. I've also been putting a lot of hard work in to the editing as well. So if you've seen some of these stories I've been putting up lately, I've been putting up a lot of news stories, which I'm hoping to continue because I'm not going to lie, they're very funny to edit and all that, and I really enjoy reading up on these news stories, and it sort of helps get the word across of some of the news, what is happening across the world in a bit of a funny manner. So I hope you are enjoying them. So anyway, back to this video. So before we start, I do want to tell you a little bit something as well, that if you want to be notified of when I'm uploading new content, just hit that little bell icon down below, and that will tell you when I actually upload a new video. So it's on mobile. All I have to do is click the little bell and just click get notifications. So let's get onto this park now. About, I don't know when it was, about a week ago, I put up a video saying I'm doing a 4-hour live stream. In that live stream I did actually start this park, and I've decided to make this park into a full-on series. Now I know I've started a few series in the past, and don't worry, it's going to be nothing like the series what you've seen. This one's going to be a full-on dedicated series with me just sitting back, chilling, and putting some theme park music on in the background. Yes, a bit like Theme Park Worldwide. I'm not copying him because quite frankly I don't think you can copy one each other's park. So yeah, this is one of the parks I worked on. Now, you saw me put all that woodwork in. I'm very happy with how it all turned out, and it sort of goes with the entrance, what you've seen over there. Now again, if you didn't watch any of the live stream, I did actually do a bit of that. The park entrance, sorry, is prefab, and in the building next to it, you can't actually see it, there is actually a building next to it. I did actually build that myself, and I found that quite impressive that I managed to do that, but that's just me. I really like the golden arches here. So as you can see, what I'm trying, golden arches, they're not McDonald's. This building I'm building now, I'm sort of making it into the same sort of style as the generic style of what's in the park, a bit of an Alpine-ish sort of feel to it, and you'll see a bit later on that it sort of gets that little hut feel. Now these windows I'm also putting in here. I wanted them to be actually black, but I forgot to do that. And you've seen that I put some brick on the other work as well, which looked like red more than it did with the actual building. But yeah, you can see here that I'm actually using a very good excessive use of the Essential X button, which I find absolutely fantastic. And it really helps me build the actual windows precisely where I want them. So if I want something to line up, I will use the Essential X button, and it's called an advanced duplicate, and you'll see me use it a lot with these windows now. So you'll see that in a second. So just going on for a little bit of news as well. From 9th to the 12th of May, I will be going over to Ventura, and I actually am very excited to go. I'm going over with one of my basically flatmates for next year. I'm going from the 9th to the 12th, like I say. I'm flying from, I think, Manchester Airport. Yeah, Manchester Airport at 6:45 in the morning. Yay! And I'll be going to Barcelona. Then from Barcelona I'll be getting a transfer over to Salou, where my hotel is. I'm not actually stopping in the Ventura hotel, but I am stopping in one of the normal hotels around the area. But I do expect some vlogs to come up from the trip. It's going to be quite a fun and exciting trip. I've never been, so it's going to be quite interesting. Like I say, I'm there for 4 days, from I think Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, or Monday. No, from Monday to Thursday, and I fly back on the Thursday. So we're going to get there probably around about 9 o'clock. Yeah, about 9 o'clock. I am going to Ventura the day I get there. So I'm only going to have like 5 hours there, but I'm hoping to get a bit of Shambhala action in. Now, I'm going to be totally honest with you guys, I am very, 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 very nervous about Shambhala, just because it's one of them coasters which is really, really tall, really, really scary, and it's only lap bar. I'm not a big fan of lap bar restraints. I know some people are, I know some people absolutely love them, but I just feel a bit loose in them, especially being quite a thin build. I find it quite nerve-wracking, but nevertheless, I think it's going to be quite fun and quite exciting. I'm also excited to get on Dragon Khan as well, a John Wardley classic. I'm sure you've heard that enough times. So yeah, it's going to be quite fun. Let me know in the comments below if you've been to Ventura, if you suggest anything for me. Where do you reckon I should head first? What I'm quite excited to know about is it going to be busy in May? Because I'm not quite too sure, because we are thinking about buying the fast track, the £69 one I think, and that gives me unlimited access for the whole day, so I'm not too sure. But the whole holiday's only cost me about 250 quid, that's including part, flights, transfers and all that. So in theory it's been quite cheap. I know, like I say, I'm only going there for like 4 days, but 4 days is better than no days, isn't it, at the end of the day? So yeah, I'm really happy with how this building is turned around. Back to the park, I'm really happy with how it's turning. And you'll see at the end I do actually do a POV of the wing coaster, you can see. What are your thoughts on wing coasters? Because I know that some people actually don't like wing coasters. Myself, I've only ridden Swan over at Fort Park, which in my eyes is one of the most, it's just an amazing ride. It's one of my most favourite rides ever. And then I know there's Raptor and all that as well, so let me know if you've been on any of the other B&M's wing coasters across the world, or in Europe for that matter. But yeah, let me know in your thoughts, because I know that some people absolutely hate being on the side of the track, but some people absolutely love it as well. I think it's all just down to personal preference and all that. So yeah, you do actually get a POV of both sides at the end of the video, so make sure you do stick around or just skip to it. I've actually slowed down the video, because I know that in some of my other Planet Coaster videos it was mentioned that I should slow down the video so you can actually see what I'm doing. It's slowed down probably a quarter, sped up by about a quarter, sorry, so it's not too bad. But as you can see me here using the excessive use of the central the duplicate button. Now I was thinking of putting them beams all the way across inside the middle of the station and making it a little bit like the park entrance, which you'd sort of see at the end of the video as well. But I decided against that, because the roof what I use actually sort of does that effect for me, so it sort of helped and sort of did it all for me. So yeah, that's it for me for now. I'll pop in just before the end of the video. I'll leave you with some theme park music, and I'll speak to you in a second. I'm really beginning to like how this park is actually looking there, and it's amazing how you can just put in so much effort and so much time into it. Just a tiny little bit, like just rotate that bush, then just make it look at that little bit more, like fixating in makes it look good, and putting rocks into the middle of the supports, making it look really good, and blending it in and making this look a bit more puffed up grass rather than it is anything else. And yeah, like I say, I'm really beginning to like how this park is in. I also figure out that I could put some ivory on these buildings in a minute, and I think the ivory actually adds to the whole effect of it, and I really like how that buildings are coming along. But like I say, you can see the red brick there, actually what I was mentioning earlier. I actually forgot to change that about 6 different times. I was thinking in my head, right, I'm going to do it now, I'm going to do it now, and I actually don't. So yeah, I'm just going to take this time again to make sure you check out my other videos. I am doing more of a daily schedule now. I said I wasn't going to, but then I decided against it because I thought, why not put out the content which I really enjoy making at the moment. So I really enjoy making this sort of content for you guys, where I'm just sitting back and chilling for you. So all I want to say is make sure you smash that like button down there. It really does mean a lot when I see someone come over and like the video, because this takes a lot of work. You don't realise it took about 45 minutes to record, about what 10 minutes of speaking, and about 30 minutes of rendering, which will take at the end. So it really does mean a lot when you guys come over and do support the channel. I'm just hit 2,500 subscribers, and it is continually growing, and I do love to see everyone who comes over and supports the channel. Now I don't know why I tried to put 2 lampposts there, but I did. Just one of them things, I think. So yeah, that's it from me. I just want to say thank you very much for joining this episode. Join me in episode 2, where I continue some of the theming, maybe put a few more rides in. I know that Planet Coaster have just released an update of and actually put a new ride, so I'll probably put that in there now. The Wing Coaster, I want to make it sort of fly over more buildings out from on the top end of it, so that's what I'm going to go now. So I'll leave you with the POV now of some of the roller coasters. You see that it stops on the second go round. That's due to because the train's coming off the block brake. But thank you very much for joining. Like, comment and do subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks, bye.